A Levite lived in the hill country of Ephraim during a time when Israel had no king, and everyone did as they saw fit. He had a concubine from Bethlehem in Judah. Their relationship soured, and she left him, returning to her father's house. After 4 months, the Levite decided to reconcile and journeyed to Bethlehem. He was warmly welcomed by her father, who persuaded him to stay for several days. Eventually, the Levite, his concubine, and his servant set off for home. They traveled until sunset, seeking shelter for the night. They arrived in Gibeah, a town of the tribe of Benjamin. They waited in the city square, hoping for hospitality. An old man from Ephraim living in Gibeah offered them shelter. He warned them not to stay in the open square. They accepted his hospitality, and for a moment, it seemed they had found safety. This warm reception contrasted sharply with the horrors that would soon unfold. The Levite's intention was reconciliation, but the journey would lead to tragedy. The stage was set for a series of events that would shock the nation. The Levite, his concubine, and his servant were settling in when trouble began. Men from Gibeah surrounded the old man's house, demanding the Levite. The old man pleaded with them, offering his virgin daughter and the Levite's concubine instead. The mob refused, fixated on the Levite. In a cowardly act, the Levite pushed his concubine out to the mob. They brutally assaulted her all night. At dawn, she collapsed at the house's door. The Levite found her there lifeless. He callously told her to get up, but she did not respond. The concubine was dead. This act of unimaginable cruelty and betrayal marked a complete breakdown of morality. The Levite's decision to sacrifice her highlighted the low status of women. The horrifying events in Gibeah were a stark contrast to the expected hospitality. The stage was set for a call to justice. The Levite placed his concubine's body on a donkey and returned home. He then did something shocking. He cut her body into 12 pieces. He sent each piece to the 12 tribes of Israel. This gruesome act was a call to action, demanding a response to the atrocity. The tribes were horrified and united at Mizpah. The Levite recounted the events, blaming the men of Gibeah. The tribes demanded justice, but Benjamin refused to hand over the guilty men. This refusal led to a devastating civil war. The Israelites initially suffered heavy losses. They sought God's guidance and continued to fight. Eventually, they defeated Benjamin, nearly wiping out the tribe. Only 600 Benjamite men survived, hiding at the Rock of Rimmon. The victory came at a terrible cost, both in lives and the near annihilation of a tribe. The Israelites faced a moral dilemma in preserving the tribe of Benjamin. The Israelites had sworn not to give their daughters to Benjamites. They regretted this oath, realizing the tribe faced extinction. They devised a plan to provide wives for the surviving Benjamites. They attacked Jabesh Gilead, sparing only 400 virgin women. These women were given to the Benjamites. Still needing more wives, they instructed the Benjamites to seize women from Shiloh during a festival. This plan, though morally questionable, aimed to preserve the tribe. The tragic story concluded with Benjamin precariously restored. The narrative emphasized the lawlessness and moral chaos of the time. It served as a warning about the consequences of unchecked sin and mob mentality. The story revealed the depths of human depravity and the fragility of justice. It underscored the need for just governance and adherence to divine law. The events highlighted the importance of a compassionate society. The story of the Levite's concubine remains a sobering lesson in history. The Israelites sought the Lord's guidance after 2 defeats. They planned an ambush and decisively defeated Benjamin. The tribe was nearly wiped out, with only 600 men surviving. The Israelites regretted their oath and sought to preserve Benjamin. They attacked Jabesh Gilead, sparing 400 women. These women were given to the Benjamites. Another plan involved seizing women from Shiloh. The tribe of Benjamin was restored at a great cost. The narrative highlighted the lawlessness of the time. It served as a warning about unchecked sin and mob mentality. The story revealed human depravity and the fragility of justice. It underscored the need for just governance and divine law. The events emphasized the importance of a compassionate society. The story remains a sobering lesson in history.